What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Netflix new documentary series Encounters. Okay, the timing of this documentary's arrival is highly amusing, considering a few months ago there was that so-called whistleblower testifying at Congress about UFOs. Remember that? Look, I'm not saying that that guy is not credible. I'm just saying that we have to be open to the idea that he could also be just an opportunistic grifter. And look, I'm not a hater. I grew up in the 90s and was a huge fan of the X-Files. And I would like to believe that we may not be alone out there in the universe. But if you ask me, my answer is I don't know. But one thing is for sure. Space aliens make for a sensationalized story. It's juicy, it's eerie, it gets your wheels turning, your minds wandering, thinking about all the what ifs, and it's the very reason why we gravitate towards science fiction. Which brings us to this documentary series, Encounters. This docu will rattle even the staunchest deniers. These 4 episodes are very well researched and very well put together, and all of the talking heads interviewed, either pro or anti, have strong conviction in their respective arguments. But above all, if anything, this docu aims to generate empathy for those who claim to have encountered space aliens. It's designed to hopefully dismantle the long-held stigma that has marginalized those people and labeled them as cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Directed by Jan Motzkin and executive produced by Amblin Television, Emmy-winning Boardwalk Pictures, and Vice Studios, Encounters is a landmark 4-part series that travels the globe to explore 4 extraordinary true stories of encounters with otherworldly phenomena. Each cinematic episode tells a single story: strange lights in the sky over small-town Texas, submersible spacecrafts haunting a coastal Welsh village, an alien encounter with school children in Zimbabwe, non-human intelligence reportedly interfering with a nuclear power plant in Japan. The documentary starts out fine, very informative, very detailed, and the directors of each episode did a splendid job with their recreation or the reenactments of the eyewitness testimonies. The visuals, especially with the lens flare lights and the archival footage combination, are both haunting and tantalizing. I love it when they get really descriptive about the alien's appearance. Immediately, you try to find similarities between the testimonies from Wales with the testimonies from Zimbabwe, because I'd be wondering if the people from one side of the globe were seeing the same exact species of aliens that the other people on the other side of the globe saw. Or are we talking about multiple alien visitors here? You see what I mean? By the time we get to episode 3, the documentary kind of goes sluggish, mostly because episodes 1, 2, and 3 share a pattern, and each one kind of features a heroic public figure that is an advocate for these witnesses, whether they be a journalist or a college professor. So again, by the time we hit episode 3, that pattern kind of kills the excitement for a bit. Luckily, episode 4 provides a slightly different angle in that the witnesses in Japan, almost all of them, come to the conclusion that the aliens are here to help us. Strangely enough, episode 4 also provides positive messaging about nuclear power, which is a generally polarizing topic, whereas the previous episodes left more questions than answers. Episode 4 seems to conclusively and confidently define the aliens' purpose, according to them, of course. And there's something soothing and hopeful about that. Watching this documentary can feel very puzzling. At times, you'll be like, what am I looking at here? And it's understandable, and it's a sentiment that I also share. But as I mentioned earlier, the objective here is not necessarily to provide concrete evidence, but to invite us to not minimize, nor downplay, nor discredit any of these testimonies. Just because we didn't experience them, it doesn't mean that their experiences are invalid. I mean, how is a space alien on a flying saucer be any more far-fetched than a virgin pregnancy that gave birth to somebody who walked on water and can turn water into wine? You see what I'm getting at? The right way to approach all this, the humble way to approach this, is by saying, hey, we don't know, but we hear you. We take your encounters into consideration as we together continue to search for the truth. Because arrogance is behaving like you've got all the answers figured out on either extreme directions. So yeah, overall I give Encounters the rating of 3.5 out of 5. It's a highly absorbing documentary that you won't be able to easily shake off. So that's it. That's my review of Encounters. Smash that like button. Share this video with everyone you know. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe. Let's rock this.